Okay. All right. It looks like we're ready to go. Let me do the usual media posting. Let everyone know that we're live. And I will post that there. And then post it there. Okay. And then ping. All right. Fantastic. That was quicker. That was a lot quicker this time, which is good. Hi, River. How you doing, buddy? Okay, let's do that one and then open that. Mute this, put that, set it to live, pop the window out. You know, we're all hanging in there, buddy. It's all good. And then put that window over here. Oh, there we go. That's so much better. Alrighty. Oh man. We're hitting continue, and then it's me. Although I think I'm gonna change out of that outfit when I load in. Just got back from an impromptu hike after taking my dog for a walk at a new park that I misjudged the size of. Got lost for upward of 2 hours. That's pretty wild. Anytime we go out and do anything, I always just kind of assume that every park or public area or whatever is always bigger than I think it is. And that assumption has never let me down. Work went well, I see. Work went, I mean, it was crazy and busy. I was up since like 6, and we went hardcore nonstop. Like we're pouring the footing for a hospital today, and that took up like a really good portion of the day, and we were like rapid firing trucks out. It was pretty wild. We were really out here doing it. Do you think the guy who killed Martin Luther King is still working at his local police department? Holy shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, man. I bet, dude. I bet he got full retirement. I bet his ass got full retirement. I mean, I was used to this small local dog park we usually go to and was led to believe this new one wouldn't be much different. Yeah, no, I can imagine that happens. You know, rotation changes. Are you guys ready for me to fight my first ever master rank Tetranodon? This is going to be fun. For people who are new to watching me play Monster Hunter, I'm a Sword and Shield Chad. I tank because I tank because I'm a service top. That's how this works. Oh, it does make sense. Yeah, exactly. That's it do be how it be, you know. I haven't entered master rank yet because I'm playing my friend who doesn't play all the time and really doesn't want me to advance too far without her because she doesn't like the feel of being carried. I mean, if she doesn't like the feel of being carried, you can always just make sure you have a weak set of gear on you at all time. That's what I do when my friends who are behind me want to play Monster Hunter because I play this more than the rest of them. So anytime that happens, I keep, here, let me show you actually. Change equipment. I don't change my armor because it feels nice being able to take massive hits, but so I don't like kill her monsters too quick. I have a bunch of weak swords just like around that I'm not really upgrading. So anytime a buddy wants to do something like that, it's what I do. I need to check to make sure. Antidote, resistor, KO. Okay, I'm doing a bad job of managing my talismans. Hold on a second. Venom, Carver, Hungerless, Die. That's not what I want. That's not what I want either. Where is my... Is it Agitator? No. I had a jewel somewhere. I need to make a jewel. I'm sorry, hold on. I need to make a decoration. There's one that I'm trying to make that, I'm trying to make a decoration that has... Oh, we'll keep one of those. I need to make a decoration that attracts the monsters towards me. I'm looking for whichever decoration it is that gives you... Oh, goodness, where is it? Is it Guardian? No. Throttle? No. Christ? No. 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 Splinter? No. Am I missing something? God, where is... Although, I should make one of these. That'll be helpful. Oh, God. Oh, no. Where is it? Where's the jewel that makes monsters want to beat the shit out of me? I know it's a skill you can get on talismans. Yeah, I'm trying to... Well, because I was thinking about that earlier today. Like, the buddy that I play with the most uses, double swords. Dual swords or whatever. Oh, here, I am, like, moused over it. Okay, diversion. There we go. There's a jewel. We found it. And, like... Anytime I'm trying to help them out, I want to be able to actually have the monster pay attention to me. So that means... diversion. There we go. And then, let me make sure... Man, I have a lot of one... I have a lot of, like, single slots that I'm just not using. Man, this is unfortunate. I guess I could add more hunger resistance. Yeah, that's kind of a shame that there's so many, like, one jewel slots. Whatever. Okay, real quick, now that I'm remembering this, manage equipment, equipment loadouts, default sword and shield. Let's override that. There we go. That's much better, guys. All right. Now I'm actually going to be the distraction when I'm around. So I can actually properly tank for my buddies, like, and have the monster actually want to fight me instead of it focusing on, you know, all my friends who have other stuff going on. Oh, come on. Alright, I like going up to this middle area off that great wire bug as soon as I start anything on this map. Because you have all these, buff birds that, like, hang out right here. And you can get, like, a massive amount of... I remember making a heal support build in GU one time. That was the other... I wanted to put my friendship jewel on something. Because I have that friendship jewel I had. So... When I get a piece of armor that I can fit that jewel on, I'm going to do that, and that's going to be really good for healing and supporting. Wide range Mushroom-mancer. Yeah, exactly. Wide range Mushroom-mancer, sword and shield. I think the only thing I missed there, as far as my planning goes, is I didn't have Mushroom-mancer on. But to be honest, I probably should. I probably should find Mushroom Mancer and, like, make it work. There's a Tetronodon. There we go. Let's get these Leviathans out of the way. I had a funny GU build that shoots 6 normal L1 shots in a row with light bow and rapid fire. That's pretty funny. Oh, no, this is going to go bad for me. Yeah, I knew that was going to hit me. I was committed, though. Which is really just because the Selfish gun shoots 5, and there's the skill that adds 1 more. Buff that normal up and stuff. Oh, that's cool. Oh, I did that too early. God damn it. Oh no. I did that too early. That was my own fault. Oh. Hi! We have a Royal Ludroth decided to just show up. Alright, so we're gonna slam the Tetronodon into that so that we can mount the Royal Ludroth. And then we're gonna use the Royal Ludroth to beat the shit out of the Tetronodon so that it like, so that whenever we're done, the Ludroth goes away and we can get back to focusing. I actually really like the Ludroth design and the Royal Ludroth design. I really like pretty much all the Leviathans, if I'm being honest. The Leviathans are all very good. Which is weird, because I didn't play a lot of Monster Hunter 3, or like the 3rd generation. I didn't play like a lot of 3 or like Freedom Tri or anything where the 3rd generation was like really heavily featured. Because I played Monster Hunter 1, or sorry, I played Freedom, and then I played Freedom 2. And then, I went Freedom and then Freedom 2, and then I basically didn't have the appropriate... Oh, whoa. That was close, holy fuck. Did I lose any, Did I disconnect it all for you guys? Did you guys see that, like, pop-up that almost got my ass killed? Alright. Sorry, I have a small monster slaying thing, so... The stream buffered there for a sec, yeah? Okay, cool. That's good to know. I had, I guess I had a slight online hiccup, and it pop-up that a communication error occurred went right as Tetronodon was about to fucking, like, attack me, and I barely clicked on it and, like, dodged out of the way in time. It was very close there for a moment. Monhun. Yeah, Snake. We're back at it again, buddy. So you guys missed. We have a new guest in the chat. That Dustin Echoes person is a friend of mine from Twitter named River. They're very cool. You should check them out. And their art is really rad. If you guys have seen my blog post at all that talks about my Imperial Guard regiment, all the custom art done of the regiment was done by River. Come on, dude, do the attack. Oh, that was close. Oh, he's eating. That's basically just free damage. Oh, move, move, move! Oh, okay. Good, that attack came out slower than I remembered it. Oh, no. Oh, wow, how am I getting away with this? I keep overcommitting and then somehow I keep overcommitting and then the monster doesn't punish me for it.
What are you playing?
Yeah. I'm fighting my first Master Rank Tetranodon. I'm new to Master Rank, so... Oh, that was a misclick. Whatever.
I will need to play Rise eventually.
It's very fun. You're really missing out. Oh, we're beating the shit out of him, guys. Oh. We're laying the damage on. Holy fuck.
It's after 5. Time to check the Splatoon.
Yeah! That was a good counter. You do love to see those. Oh, wow, he finally hit me. Okay. I'm getting lazy. I don't feel so great playing playing as the characters in like a lot of Souls games, but I guarantee if you let me fight the Souls bosses as my hunter, I would fucking destroy that game in like 30 seconds flat. We whooped his ass that round, dude. Look at that. My poor boy was having a rough time, dude. I think that game's called Bloodborne. You know what? I've never actually played Bloodborne. If it comes out on PC, I'll stream it for you guys.
God, Bloodborne needs a fucking PC port. It's so bad.
Yeah, that's the big if. I'm aware of the history of that game and like not getting PC ports.
It'll get one eventually, I'm confident. I just don't know when it's going to be. But there's no fucking way it's not going to get ported eventually.
Ordinarily, I don't bully every small monster I see like this, but I literally have, like, quests, so... Sorry. Also, for anyone who's curious, my... buddies, my Palico and my Palamute, are in fact named after animals who have been my pets in the past. I feel like that's kind of a thing that everyone does at one point when they play this game. Everyone names at least one of their buddies after like a beloved pet.
Oh, I need to use all my fucking gold tickets farming turf war games.
Oh no, I overcommitted again. Okay, I didn't get too punished for it. Let's real quick back up and use that Vigor Wasp. Whoa, wow, wow, okay. Got away clean from that. I have no idea how I timed that just right. That's a mistake I think I've been making a lot here that I'm going to have to stop making if I expect to get to be able to do Master Rank at all, is I keep overcommitting. I keep thinking, like, I've got time, and I really don't. Oh, we timed that wrong again. It's like the second or third time I've timed that exact counter wrong against that exact attack. You can sit here and try and do shit to me all you want, dog. I'm gonna fucking just walk That was a really good combo. Holy shit, that was a good combo. We kicked his ass.
Wait, hang on. This weapon rotation for Salmon Run's actually kind of good.
G-Swab says there's a Sploon server maintenance in half hour.
Okay.
Can I get my Salmon Runs in before then?
Probably. If your teams are good, yes. The server maintenances don't last that long. And you have, like, until 5 o'clock tomorrow to get your games in.
Oh, you never told me who won the Splatfest.
Gear.
You were Grub,
Team
right?
Grub got absolutely fucking annihilated. They didn't win a single category, which is insane because I didn't lose a single game against Team Fun. Like, I have no idea how they did that good. I thought it was about a 50-50 chance between Grub or Gear, so I'm not really surprised that Gear won, but I cannot believe that Fun managed to come back as hard as they did. Oh wait, this is the Blob Bobber? This actually is...
Yeah, I was willing to eat the damage on those two cars. Oh, I did that move too early.
Insane that you can get into professional ranks and people still don't understand that you have to focus the fly fish. Incredible.
In World of Tanks, there's a saying that someone, quote, sucked their way to the top.
Yeah.
Because you, like, get XP no matter how well you do in a game, so you can theoretically play the game for literally years and do a miserable job and still, like, if you have the patience, just grind your way.
Yeah, I mean, that's true in, like, any game where there's a team. For the most part. In League of Legends, there was people that would pay people that were good to play their account and boost them into higher ranks. Because people that are bad at League of Legends have this delusion that's like, well, I'm only bad because I'm, like, stuck in ELO hell, and if I could just get past that threshold, I would be fine. Which is, of course, not true, because if you're in, like, bronze or silver, and you deserve to be in gold or platinum, you should be able to carry enough games to get yourself into at least gold. Because people in bronze and silver are, like, actually hot garbage. So if you're playing, like, attack damage carry or something, you should be able to claw your way out. Oh shit, I did not want to stick with this team. Fuck.
That was on purpose, actually, using that move to evade that. Ooh! Oh no, guys! Oh, am I getting fucked? No, we're not getting fucked. We're getting away. We got away clean, holy shit. That was a close one, actually. That would have, I definitely think I would have gotten fucked on that. Where's he going? He might be going to try and nap. We might be able to capture him now if I were so inclined.
Isn't capturing, like, unilaterally better every time if you have the stuff to do it?
No. The certain games go out of their way, and this game is one of them, go out of their way to make it so that capturing and killing give you different rewards.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Like, some parts you can only get if you carve, some parts you can only get if you capture, so there's not exactly, like, a super strong motivation to go specifically one way or the other, unless you're actively hunting something down. Now, technically speaking, capturing is easier, like 90% of the time. Like capturing will pretty much always be easier to do.
Yeah, it shortens the hunt.
Yeah. But like I'm kind of kicking this guy's ass. I don't really feel a need.
Like in World, it was always you get all the breaks and then you do a capture to increase your odds of getting drops.
I still have a single trap on me right now. I forgot to replace my shock trap. I have a pitfall, so I'll capture the guy. Why not? I don't mind capturing every now and again, or you know, if I'm looking for it. I tend to go out of my way to capture the monsters that I like more. I try to avoid killing them. And I like Tetranodon fine, I guess. He's cool. Although I do need to remember to replace my traps before I do the next hunt, just in case. People are doing like really high tier hunts, like to bring traps and use them in combat, which I just don't do. Like use them to trap the monsters so they can get free damage for a little bit.
Yeah, that kind of stuff gets pretty important when you're fighting like higher tier monsters in master rank, just because like nobody wants to be in the same hunt for 40 minutes.
Yeah.
You want to try to be as efficient as possible.
Look at this Giga Chad motherfucker, guys. This is insane. Look at him. With easily the hottest chick I've seen in a video game in a long time. It's not even fair.
No game is going to be able to top Judy for me, probably ever. That character was designed in like a lab at MIT to fucking trick me specifically.
Including the fact that she's a lesbian.
Yeah, I do have a very hilarious track record of being attracted to lesbians. You could say a tragic character trait of mine.
Bomb Chew Girl? What are you talking about, G-Swap?
Yeah, Bomb Chew Girl is the best girl in Ocarina of Time for sure. That's a base take.
Am I supposed to?
Everybody always talking about if I ask you who's the best girl in Ocarina of Time, if you say Zelda or Malin, you're a cop. 100%.
Complete 3 master rank quests with a Bombardier Palico.
Ooh, yet. Low tide and it's dark. Great. I can't wait to see how this fucks me. Oh, it's a mudmouth around. Never mind. We're good.
I need to look up who Bomb Chew Girl is. I never played enough Zelda when I was young to like be super familiar. Hold on, give me a second. I'm alt tabbing. I'm gonna find this out. I'm gonna Google this. Okay, but okay, fair enough, I guess. She just looks like a punk elf.
Yes. What do you want?
No, I know. I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. Who are you? Oh, no. I'm not interested, lady. I'm sorry. Oh, are you how we get layered weapons? Is that what you do? A lot of people want to talk to me. A healer upgrade campaign. Complete the master rank with the healer type. We'll have access to new support moves. Healing Clover Bat. Buddy, okay? Dog, if you have seasickness, literally, why are you a sailor?
Sometimes you gotta do it. That was an extremely good round. How many eggs we get? $81. Jesus Christ.
You guys read the Zelda manga? No, I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with it.
People always talk about wanting a Zelda movie, but the only way that you could do it in a way that would, like, honor the source material would be a way that was, like, way too artsy for the general audience to even bother with.
I saw a really great idea for a really, really, like, unironically high-quality Dungeons & Dragons movie, where it starts off with a bunch... It's... No one talks. It's a silent... It's not a silent film, but, like, nobody talks. Like, they don't even have, like, names. And they go deeper and deeper into the dungeon, and, like, things get kind of more fucked up as they go through it, and they all die one by one, and it ends with one of them, like, within arm's reach of what they were looking for, and we as the audience don't even really know what it is. And then when the credits roll, each character in the credits is just what their class was.
Yeah. And that's
Like,
way too artsy for the general public to ever fucking
I know, it's
want.
It's so upsetting.
And test audiences would throw a fucking fit.
I know, dude. It's so unfortunate. It's just... It would be so good. And I know it would be so good. And that's part of what makes it so upsetting.
Holy shit, can you guys stay alive for 2 seconds?
The OOT Zelda manga was very meh. I don't know what that means. I'm sorry.
Ocarina of Time.
Oh, okay. Duh. Thank you very much.
Majora's Mask would probably make the best manga adaptation, I think. That's like a story that I feel like works better in a manga. Because anime and manga is kind of inherently like theatrical. It's got a lot of like big emotions. And Majora's Mask is a little bit more emotional of a Zelda story. Ocarina of Time doesn't really work as well. You could probably do Breath of the Wild too if you start pre-Cataclysm.
Okay, there we go. We got some more. Why is this just called Redacted? Okay, so if you look at this one that's titled Redacted, it's too roguey. The summary, the client is a shady man in black. And the summary is, a certain VIP may or may not be set to visit the outpost, but two great roguey may or may not have appeared on the road in. We may or may not need you to hunt them. Which is kind of funny. We'll do this one. The 2 Daimyo Hermitar.
For some reason, I've noticed that in this incarnation of Salmon Run, a lot of people just leave eggs on the ground. I think it's because they think they can throw them. So they're like, well, I can throw them, so I'll just let them chill out. But it manifests as a lot of people, as like half your team, just not, or more, just not picking up eggs. Which is very annoying.
Is Breath of the Wild Nintendo's Fallout?
What do you mean? In what context?
Yeah, how?
That could mean like 17 different things.
You guys like my hunter fashion? I'm a big fan of the Izuchi gear. And I'm also a big fan of the Utsushi, like high-level shinobi gear. It's very good. The Izuchi gear kicks a lot of ass. It's a really underappreciated monster, I feel like. It's really crazy that we're like 5 generations in. Each generation has multiple games. And somehow Capcom still gives us just good designs. And you have...
I'm sure they probably have artists working on, like, Monster Hunter armor just, like, around the clock.
Well, what's crazy is that every single time a game tries to be like a Monster Hunter competitor, you know, like that Wild Hearts game that got announced,
Yeah.
all their monsters just look insanely generic and boring.
Yeah, yeah.
Like the Wild Hearts trailer dropped, and like I might play that game a little bit. I might check it out just to see if it's like fun at all. But like, what kind of monsters did they have? It's like the King Tusk, which is almost literally just the demon boar at the beginning of Princess Mononoke. There's a giant wolf that kind of looks like it's artistically inspired by those like really cool Chinese like guard dog statues. And then there's like a gorilla made out of rock called the Lava Back. And it's like, these are just really boring.
Yeah, Dauntless had a similar problem. Well,
Like-
also that game had, like, all of the other shit that's bad about modern games also.
Like, part of what makes Monster Hunter so much fun is that, like, the monsters feel like they're part of, like, a wildlife ecosystem.
Yeah. Capcom puts a lot of attention and detail into it.
There's, like, so much charm to it.
God Eater, I feel like, had a chance. I feel like that's kind of what you would have to do to compete. Is, like, you're not going to be able to do sort of, like, the wholesome tribal ecosystem, like the monsters are plausible animals type thing. You're not going to be able to beat Monster Hunter at its own game. So what you need to do is, like, get crazy with it. You need to, like, do what God Eater did, where, like, everything is some crazy anime monster. Or do, like, what that weird fucking, like, multiplayer Souls-like with guns game did, where it's, like, all paranormal themed. You've got to come up with a totally different theme. You can't just do a clone. It's never going to work.
Which, like,
Like, they're too good at what they do.
Which, like, I just feel like no one has the heart to, like, really give that the level of attention it deserves. I don't know. I may get proven wrong with Wild Hearts. Wild Hearts might have just had, like...
Is that the one that EA is involved with? Because I can guarantee you it's going to suck shit.
Yeah, I think that's the one EA is involved
EA
with.
is incapable of being incapable of being involved with anything that's good.
It's just so, like, unfortunate.
Like, the level of spite that would be required to make that game good is just not something that anybody involved with that project possesses.
It's just really unfortunate because I would, like, don't get me wrong, guys. I would love to see a really good Monster Hunter competitor. It would be good for Monster Hunter as a franchise for there to be a competitor come out that actually, like, is worth a fuck. But I agree with... Oh, well, I agree with Jacob. I just don't think that EA is capable of cranking that out. And if I'm being really honest with you guys, that trailer did not give me any confidence. I'm happy to be proven wrong, though. I'm always happy to be proven wrong.
It's
when I'm
going to
being
be fucking
pessimistic.
full of, like, microtransaction bullshit, I guarantee you.
Which is just so
There's
frustrating.
no other way that's going to go. And because it's EA, it's not going to be ethical.
Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare is a great time. Is a great game by EA. Battle for Neighborville, which came out after it, is trash.
I don't believe you. Already. I don't believe the premise of this. Okay, this team got almost 30 eggs on a high tide round. I think we're good. I hope we get a king salmon with this team.
Shogun Hermitar really isn't... Or, sorry, the Daimyo Hermitar.
If I was gonna do a Monster Hunter clone, it would obviously be like fucking all cryptid shit.
I think that's one of the only cool ideas that I've heard for like challenging Monster Hunter is doing like a cryptid-oriented clone. Where
Yeah,
people
like
are,
the early game monsters would be like all the normie cryptids, like fucking Bigfoot. And then it would progressively get to the more insane ones.
Shin Megami Tensei, but Monster Hunter. I don't know what Shin Megami Tensei is.
Shin Megami Tensei takes a lot of inspiration from every genre of folklore imaginable.
Oh!
I'd have like Mothman as like an Elder Dragon tier guy.
Please tell me you guys saw that, like, using the kunai to bait.
I don't understand why people don't use... I think it's because the paranormal community is actually pretty small, despite the fact that, like, it always blows my mind when I ask somebody if they've heard of Mothman and they say no. Because, like, all of that stuff is public domain. Nobody owns any of it. You can do it, you can use all of it for free.
Alright, guys, so fun fact. If you're fighting a Daimyo Hermitar, don't get caught by that fucking grapple move. Because that will remove almost your entire health bar. And if you happen to be weak when he grabs you with that, you will fucking die. I just found that out. Not quite the hard way, but it was close to the hard way. Shin Megami Tensei Monster Hunter could actually have both monsters and more humanoid souls bosses, like Thor and other gods and shit. Yeah, it sounds like it could be pretty cool. I think that is one of the only downsides to Monster Hunter, is that I wish I could take my hunter from Monster Hunter and use it to fight, like, Souls bosses. I think that would be a ton of fun. I don't know if that's not necessarily a fault of Monster Hunter. That's just me wanting to play more Monster Hunter against more dudes.
That's actually how I got into Monster Hunter, was I started playing Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate after I had already played a bunch of Dark Souls. And I was like, oh, this game is just like a Dark Souls boss rush with funny animals. I'm in.
I mean, it really is. I mean, I love it. I mean, you know I love it. I told you last night that this is like, if I could... So you guys who missed on Tuesday's stream, I had a really fun conversation with a buddy of mine. It was a short conversation, but it was very fun. Where we were talking about, like, if you could choose to be reincarnated in a setting of your choice that you love, with the assumption being that you're kind of like a mover and a shaker, you're like a dude who does things, you know, what setting would you want that to be? I said Monster Hunter because, like, it's just a great setting. You know, all the communities are like really, really like tightly knit villages full of people who all know each other by face and name. It's very idyllic. You know, you're like, you know, you're like an anime action hero helping out your local community, and you know, you don't ever have to worry about the setting getting all fucked up into industrial, because there are literally physical gods on the planet that will like go to war with your society if it gets up its own ass, which is like literally what happened in the deep lore of Monster Hunter.
I think after thinking about it for a couple of days, my answer is... I think after thinking about it for a couple of days, my answer is, I just want to be in, like, the UFO lore alternate reality. Like, there's so much going on there.
So you basically want to be like Fox Mulder?
Yeah, or, like, yeah, like, it doesn't really matter, like, which version of the guy I am. But, like, especially nowadays, because the paranormal community is really big on a grand unifying theory, so, like, everything is related. We got stories of, like, Bigfoot coming out of UFOs and shit. There's just so much that can be done. That's one of the tragedy of, like, for some reason, every game that tries to, like, do this fails. Like, fucking, what the fuck was that game that I did the video on that scammed me?
Oh,
Hell something? Hellsign? Like, Hellsign was such a fucking good idea, dude.
Also, no one dies. Okay, so hold on. We asked a couple of... So, Snake said, isn't that just Dragon's Dogma? You'll have to remind me what is Dragon's Dogma. I'm afraid the
Dragon's Dogma is
no,
kind
not
of
what is the game, but I mean like Snake. What did you say that in reference to?
Oh, he's talking about Dark Souls Monster Hunter. I think.
Oh, Dark Souls Monster, and that is just kind of Dragon's Dogma, actually. Yeah. Also, no one dies in Monster Hunter. You just get knocked down and put in a silly cart.
Yeah, but that's just for plot armor reasons.
There are lore references of that kind of thing happening, but the assumption is that if you get fainted a couple times as a hunter in the setting, you get like seriously injured and your career is basically over. There's a hunter. There's a hunter in the actual village of this game where as you play the game and as you talk to her between missions, her own internal character arc is basically getting over the fact that she got injured on a hunt and picking up her own confidence again and being willing to go out and like do hunts with a weapon, because she was like a greatsword user or something, so like her injury prevents her from using a weapon that big and heavy again, and like another person in the village like lets her borrow their light bowgun, and like it helps her get over the trauma of her injury and gives her a passion to go hunting again. So like there are lore examples of what could potentially happen to a hunter who gets knocked out a few times in a hunt, but there are also references in the lore to monsters that have killed hunters. So like anytime you're fighting something massive like a fucking Fatalis or something, like a genuine honest-to-God boss monster, the implication there is that sometimes if you get fainted, your ass is actually just gonna get got. At least that's how I read it. You guys are free to disagree if you want on that one. But yeah, no, I'm gonna be honest, Snake. The fact that no one really seems to die in this setting, unless like the stakes are really high, wasn't part of my decision. It's just a genuinely pleasant setting to live in. Even if you're like a normal person, even if you're not a hunter, like think about it. Even if you're not a hunter, it's still a nice setting to be in. You know, just respect nature, be mindful of the fact that like there are monsters out there that, you know, can fucking destroy you, and like stay close to the village and be involved with your local community. And you know, each village has like a small core of like 3 or 4 hardcore hunters that go out of their way, like action heroes, anime action heroes that go out of their way to kill the dragon when it, you know, starts fucking with your shit. Cat! Charlie! Get out of the fucking box. Come on. Sorry. She would not stop digging in that box. It was making an awful noise. I don't know if you guys could hear it. Sorry, Amy brought me food, so I'm having a bit of a snack. Oh shit, I should probably... I just like the funny jet dragon. Valstrax is very cool. I don't know. Why don't you guys in the chat tell me what you? So Jacob's just UFO world basically. I'm Monster Hunter. I know my buddy Logan said that their choice was like Star Wars, which is a pretty solid, safe choice. You know, assuming that you're not some poor fucker who gets caught in like a corpo town in Star Wars, odds are your standard of living is actually pretty good. G-Swap says I like JoJo because it does the opposite of the lolly thing, and that's that they make 28. Oh, sorry, they totally actually 28 by having 15 to 17-year-olds that are stacked as goofy. Sorry, G-Swap, you're doing this English thing again. Oh, that wasn't related to the conversation. That's just an ADHD thought. That was cool. Dust. Oh, okay. Yeah, River Lancer's not a bad choice. That's assuming that you're like a Lancer pilot, or if you're into battle group, like a deck officer or something. Lancer's a good choice if you know, for being like an action hero. Union, if you're on like a core system, Union is like pretty idyllic. It's unironically like gay space communism. Which I'm pretty sure is literally why they don't have any like adventure books that take place in core systems. Because like there's not a lot of mech pilot adventure to be had on a core system. Because it's like post-scarcity. Is there a universe worse to live in than Warhammer? I'm sure if we looked hard enough we could find one. Besides, like, there will come soft curtains or I have no mouth on my screen. Well, the idea behind this thing is that you're like a mover and a shaker. You're like at least a semi-important person. So if the choice there is Warhammer, the assumption is that you'd be like an Inquisitor or a Space Marine or like a member of an Inquisitor's retinue or something. Or like a rogue trader. Like, you're a dude. You know what I mean? You're like a guy. You know what I'm saying? Heyo, it's Antros. He used to show up semi-regularly on Jacob's streams. Also, we talking Lancer, amazing game. Tactics is all that needs to be said. Oh no, it's an incredible game. We're not talking Lancer. We're talking if you could choose to be reincarnated as a mover and a shaker, like an important person who does things in any setting of your choice. Which one would you do? I said Monster Hunter. River said Lancer. I wouldn't want to work for the Imperium if it was Warhammer, maybe as a Tau emissary. That wouldn't be the worst choice there. I don't know. I was raised Catholic, so like my instinct is to say the Imperium because they're basically space Catholics, and there's, even though I know that's not a good thing, there's part of my brain that finds that comfortable. You know what I mean? Jacob, I think you're.
Yeah.
Are you muted? Oh, okay.
No.
Sorry.
I need to do a video at some point soon on why American cryptids are so popular in Japan, because I feel like I cracked that code in a way that I haven't seen anybody else talk about.
Do you want me to not ask about it so you can put it in the video?
I mean, there's only like anybody who's like in our streams already, like, that doesn't really matter. There's such a small portion of the audience.
Assuming we're allowed to be non-human, yeah. I mean, it's your choice. It's where you want to be. You know what I mean? So yeah, if you're interested in being non-human. This particular Daimyo Hermitar is giving me a slightly harder time than the other one did. It's bigger.
Alright, I need to go eat some chicken and go into town before it's too late.
I forgot to pick up cat food. If you're going into town, would you be willing to do that?
Yeah, we can do that. I'll be back in a little bit.
Okay. I'll probably still be on. I would like to be a Chaos guy in Warhammer. I know if I lived in Warhammer, I'd be like Chaos and Overlord Slamash. Oh, so you'd be 3 of the 4 Chaos dudes? That's a, yeah. Sorry. Any power friendship anime for me, I guess, because none of the good guys die and there's always usually a happy ending. Yeah. Makes sense. Come on, dude. That wasn't exactly how I would have preferred to open him up to attack, but whatever, it worked. Otherwise, also Lancer. Lancer is honestly a good choice. Lancer's not a bad choice at all. My inner nerd would want to do Gundam, though. Yeah, Gundam is another hell setting. Gundam's very cool, but it is most certainly another, like, hell setting. I wouldn't blame you. I don't blame you for recognizing that. I love Gundam, and I know it's a hell setting. Gundam would be very bad. I love Gundam, but it would not be a good choice. Lancer is a good choice. My second choice is not actually Lancer. My second choice is Warbirds, which is a very, very like niche RPG that not a lot of people probably know about. It's by Outrider Studios. Very much a cool setting and absolutely worth your time if you're interested at all in like airplane stuff. Harvest Moon top choice. That is a pretty good choice. I gotta hand it. Harvest Moon is a very powerful choice there. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm very surprised no one said Dragon Ball yet. I don't know why. We're talking about a lot of anime. You know, my choice is Monster Hunter. I would assume some people would have. I would assume some people would have said Dragon Ball by now. Pro, I get to pilot a mech suit. Con, all my enemies are cripples, children, depending on the faction. My entire family probably died in a colony drop, and I'm heading into an era of back-to-back wars. Yeah, dude, Gundam is a fucking rough one, dude. I was adjusting my headset. I didn't see where the Daimyo Hermitar went. I really hope I'm going the right direction. I guess even if you die in Dragon Ball, it's not going to stick, but you still have to deal with insanely powerful threats. Yeah. Dragon Ball is one of those interesting ones because, like, it really depends on who you are and, like, how powerful you are. Like I said, you're a mover and a shaker. But if you choose Dragon Ball, are you going to be, like, Goku level, or are you going to be, like, Piccolo level? You know what I mean? Because Piccolo's cool and a badass, but as the series goes on, he obviously gets left behind, like, power level-wise. So, you know, in that regard, he has less agency, right? Like, Dragon Ball is one of those settings that if you don't have a lot of high power level, you don't really have a lot of agency. Or is the assumption there that you're always going to be about Goku or Vegeta level? You know what I mean? If I can get with 18, it's Dragon Ball all day. Yeah, dude. 18 is bae. Literally, there's only one waifu in Dragon Ball more powerful than 18, and that's Videl. As far as powerful goes, I mean, like, powerful hot. Videl is on a whole other level. Hyperlight Drifter is a good choice, actually. If you're there for the fucking pure aesthetic vibes of it, Hyperlight Drifter is a very good choice. Being a major guy in Hyperlight Drifter just means you have cancer. Fuck, that's funny. Hold on, what was the cat guy's advisor? You mean Yajirobe? You'll have to show me a picture. I'm sorry. I don't know who you're talking about, River. If you want, you can post a picture in the Discord server. Oh, Whis. Yeah, Whis is very cute. Yeah, Whis is cute. I'll give you that. Hairstyle's a bit whack, but pretty cute. Coast Guard in One Piece. This is the part where I have to tell you guys I've never seen One Piece. All I know is that the main character is a stretchy monkey. That's all I know about One Piece. That and that they have a dude named Zoro who uses 3 swords. So, stretchy monkey and the Mask of Zoro. That's what I know about. That's what I know about One Piece. It's Dragon Ball. They walk out whack high hairstyles. The Meowcenaries have returned. Let's go, dude. Dragon Ball is so whack for making Trunks' hair blue. Why do you... Was it not purple before? It was like lavender, right? God, I need to get back to Rise up partway through high rank and stop playing. It's such a good game. No, I do the same thing, Antras. I will very occasionally just like I'll like forget. I get distracted by something else, and I won't play the game for like a couple months, and then I get back into it, and the bug bites me hard. So, look, lady, I'll take you out, and I can hold you down by your neck and eat your pussy all you want, but I really need you to stop talking like that. Like, I really need you to stop talking like that. It's insane. Ah, it was you who wanted the... Holy shit, what? At least she's not MH4U Guild Marm levels of horn. Yeah, at least. You guys want to see my waifu in this game? Deadass. Well, okay. The actual choice is Hinoa. Or Minoto, whichever twin this is. It's Minoto. God damn it. I'm so bad. They're both so hot, dude. They're so hot, but this one's like the tsundere, and like I can't help it. You know? Minoto's the bomb. And my other waifu in this game is right here. The high rank hunter Ayame. She's the one who gets like injured and has to learn how to use like a not great sword. And the Nargacuga armor, unbelievable. I have a weakness for women in anime with silver hair. Silver hair is a genuine weakness of mine. And the Nargacuga gear with the silver hair gives her like massive goth vibes. This woman is powerful. It's incredible. It's unbelievable. Also, Master Utsushi. Weirdly hot, actually. Weirdly hot. And he also talks like a surfer bro, which is weird that I find it attractive. Ha ha ha! Sorry. You were totally gnarly out there. Oh my god, I don't know why. He's like Kakashi, unironically. Because if I remember right, in the Japanese dub of Naruto, they give Kakashi like a very distinct accent that is like the Japanese equivalent of like a lazy surfer bro. It's wild. He's apparently a lot older than he looks. Who, Utsushi or Kakashi? Kakashi's got silver hair. He looks pretty old. Snake says, I like the one with the eating disorder. Kakashi the dude, bro. Yeah, Utsushi. Is he older than he looks? Nice. I'm unfortunately weak for Kakashi. Yeah, dude. No, I get it. I 100% understand. So, critical eye, evade window, recovery speed. Okay, we're gonna equip it. Oh, right. The Tetranodon armor. Oh! The Tetranodon Master Rank armor looks a lot better than the high rank Tetranodon armor. Okay. He's like as old as Fugen. Dude, there's no way he's as old as Fugen. That's bananas. I need to take this off actually and then put that high rank chest piece back on. I think it was my Narga one. Because I need to take the I need to take... Was it the Tobi Kadachi? Wait. Why is there a gem on the Tobi Kadachi one? Hold on. Oh! That's where one of my friendship jewels went. Okay, that's nice to know. Tobi Kadachi, and it was Narga, right? Yeah, Narga is where I put a couple of the other gems. Set decorations, Narga, it was Antidote and Carver. Okay. So change equipment from the master rank to the Izuchi mail. I guess I could also. Win the Maple Story stream or RuneScape. I don't play either of those, but Jacob plays RuneScape, so. Jacob is the one you want to harass when it comes to RuneScape. I don't. I'm sorry, yeah, it's not a game I play. So I'm trying to... Yeah, whatever. Might as well put it on, right? I'm not doing anything else with it. I could just stack the thunder resistance like really high. Like I have some slots I'm not doing anything with, so I could theoretically... Alright. I wonder... Ooh, we'll try that. I like the new advanced Izuchi. I'm not sure if I like it more, but we'll try it. We'll see how it feels. Time to log onto my 50 other accounts and harass my favorite online personality. I'm sure that Jacob would appreciate it. You absolutely should do it. I'm sure that he would love it. It's absolutely his thing. What's incredibly funny to me is that you guys are so inured to me and Jacob just saying things. I don't think literally anyone reacted to me telling that woman I'd hold her by the neck and eat her pussy. You guys are fucking fearless. It's incredible. No reaction. Staying on topic. It's buck wild. You guys are powerful. When is the Mr. Hands Extended Universe coming? What on earth are you talking about? I am... so confused by what you just said. What on earth are you talking about, my man? We'll hunt the Lagombi. Why not? We'll get that one. Oh, bro. Oh, no. What? Dude, I need help, guys. Someone tell me. What is Mr. Hands? What am I... Am I missing something really obvious here? I feel like I missed something very valuable. What the fuck? That's not real. You have to be lying to me. That's insane. Bruh. Bruh. It was a shock video? Yeah, no doubt. I have no doubt in my mind it was a shock video. She doesn't let me do master ranked forged armor yet, which is very upsetting. I'm gonna be real with you right now, Antros. I'm not looking that video up. I appreciate it very much, but I am not looking that video up. I can go without that, thanks. Thank you. Okay, hold on. I can tell you, I've seen what it is that you just typed out, and I can tell you that there are worse things. For better or worse, there are worse things out there. Okay, come on. You gotta hit the thing. If it makes it better, the death was not intentional. Oh god. Hello. Sure. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Sorry guys for the crinkle.
Yeah, sorry for the crinkle.
Here we go.
Thank you, baby. I'm gonna do a ninja tier tweet about my spouse bringing me chicken and JoJo's while I'm playing Monster Hunter, parentheses, unasked for.
So unfortunately, we can't complete the meme because I just got home from work, so I am wearing a bra.
Oh, no, dude. The shame. The shame.
Students staring at me.
I don't know, man. I can handle up. Just seeing someone drag their asshole around makes me gag every time. Okay, hold on. There's no way we're not violating at least some kind of TOS. We need to bring things down a notch. Just a little bit. God, that's incredibly funny, though. Sorry. Oh, I'm very sorry. That's incredibly funny. Holy shit. Oh, man. We're gonna bring it down just a touch. Just a tad. Oh, man. Tim, do you really need to travel around the map getting all these perma buffers before you go fight a Lagombi? No. No, I don't. But it's fun. And the movement in this game is so good that I legitimately like just going places. Let's talk about idiots in car videos. Is that a very specific video that you're referencing, or do you mean vaguely let's talk about idiots in cars? Tower Unite is the only early access game I have no problems with suggesting, despite my doubt it will ever leave early access, because it's consistent updates and has insane amounts of content already. I don't know. Jacob will probably have a hot take on this, because just the phrase early access gets him fucking raring. But generally speaking, I think that if you're just careful about what games you check out when you do anything early access, like, you're not going to be, like, caught off guard or, like, scammed. Because if you check out a game that's already got a lot of content and they're like, oh, early access. Like, some games just call themselves early access fucking, like, forever. Like, real ones know. How fucking long did Warframe call itself beta? Like, how long did Warframe say it was in a beta stage? For fucking ever, right? And it was still a full game by then. Like, just make sure you're not paying for a bunk, you know, piece of... Yeah, it was years. Just make sure you're not, like, going out of your way and paying a shit ton of money on bunk. You know what I mean? Like, use your common sense. That was, like, a weird thing to say, but... Oh, that guy beat the shit out of me. That Anteca beat the fuck out of me. World of Horror is early access, but fucking... Yeah, World of Horror, isn't that one that, Didn't Jacob do a review about that? Is that game? Is World of Horse still seriously early access? That's wild. That's insane, actually. That is pretty wild. I'm trying to... Oh, come on, I'm trying to do a thing. It's so rude. Like, and there's other games that are very obviously that are early access, but like we still 100% tell people to go play them. Like, ask Jacob about Hellish Court. Like, both Jacob and I will beg people to play Hellish Court at any opportunity because it's absolutely a game worth playing, and like, it's early access. You wouldn't know by playing it. Oh, I kind of wasted those. I mean, it did let me avoid that damage from that big snowball, but like, that was kind of wasted. Oh, I don't block those swipes. Those swipes that this thing in Arzuros do, unless you're lined up absolutely perfectly, is Sword and Shield your main? Yeah, Sword and Shield your main. Oh, no, I avoid those swipes every time. Because they always get around the shield. You might block one of them, you might block two of them, but I've never gone through a single, like, whole chain. I've never gone through a single whole chain clean on that move. They always get around the shield at some point. I do Sword and Shield because I'm a service top, so I tank for the homies. I do Insect Glaive when I feel very anime, which does happen sometimes. You guys might see me do Insect Glaive at some point. I have some long swords, but I don't use them that often, so I'm not like a super hot longsword guy. Last stream a couple days ago, I hunted a high rank Anjanath with a longsword and had some fun, but it was pretty scuffed. I'm not gonna lie. It definitely wasn't like a... What's the word I want? It definitely wasn't like montage tier. My longsword play is okay, I guess. It's not especially good. And then I also have a bow build because in World I did a lot of bow, but I haven't done much bow this time. But it's still my favorite of the ranged weapons, so I just make sure to keep my bows leveled up. I have a couple bows that I keep leveled up, even though I don't play them that much. Longswords fuck other players, that's all I know. Yeah, they have a very wide like series of attacks that you basically have to do if you want to use the weapon effectively at all. And they do have that reputation that if longswords are too close to their friends when they do their combos, they fuck buddies up. Which is a shame because it's a very cool weapon. I like longsword a lot, you know, theoretically. Lagombi doesn't fuck me up. It's just that the medium-sized monsters like Lagombi and Arzuros and like Volvidon all have a couple of moves that are really good at getting around my shield. Yeah, no, I'm just a hardcore... I'm a hardcore, like, sword and shield guy, insect glaive guy, and back in World, I was a hardcore bow guy. I haven't done a bow recently, though. You know Neil Gaiman is active and beloved on Tumblr? I did not know that, but I know he's active and beloved on Twitter. Because I follow Neil Gaiman on Twitter, and his interactions on Twitter are usually very funny. I didn't know he's on Tumblr, though. That's pretty funny. Oh, hey, is that a boggy? That is a boggy, I think, a great boggy. Okay, so we're gonna mount this and then throw it into the great boggy so I can mount the great boggy and then, there we go. Maybe Neil Gaiman can be the next Tumblr, can make the next Tumblr sexy man. Oh god, that's funny. Oh, the Lagombi, his hitbox is too small. There we go. The Boggy's having a hard time hitting it. If there are any new hunters here, keep in mind that when you do mount wyverns, you can, after you unlock their Punisher or whatever, you don't have to activate it immediately. If you're careful, you can like get some free damage in. And you can get some free damage in and then activate the Punisher. No bombs? No, I forgot to bring bombs. I'm sorry. Also, I need to look up a quick guide. I fucked up how to use bombs as a sword and shield last stream. Because I'm under the impression you can do this move, the Metsu Shurigeki, and you can do it on the bomb, and it will do the, it'll activate the counter that the Metsu Shurigeki gets if you, like, counter an enemy's attack with it, and it's really good. But the past couple times I tried that last stream, I fucked up. And when I did it, I would get the attack off, but then I would also blow myself up. So, like, I did free damage, yeah, but I also took damage, and I don't know how I fucked it up. So, until I go, like, look up a guide on how to activate bombs with a sword and shield, I think I'm just not going to bother with them. Because it's a bit more trouble than it's worth right now. Mostly just because I'm lazy and I keep forgetting to, like, refresh my fucking inventory. Like, I literally said last hunt I need to refresh my inventory so I have my traps on me again, and, like, guess who fucking forgot to do that? I don't have any traps on me right now. Wow, I'm getting my butt kicked right now. Another gun lance. W, we have charge shells for setting off bombs. Yeah, no, there are definitely weapons that are better for setting off bombs than sword and shield. Sword and shield's not a very good weapon for setting off bombs, so I just don't bother. I don't think any of the weapons that I use are good for setting off. Because if we ignore longsword and say I just have some longswords because I think it looks cool, my three main weapons are bow, glaive, and are sword and shield, glaive, and bow. And I don't think literally any of those weapons are good for setting off bombs. I'm tempted to try out a greatsword again because, like, I saw the new stuff that greatsword's got in Sunbreak, and it looks incredible. Bow would work. No, bow would work. It just wouldn't do a lot of damage. Because part of the appeal of using a bomb is that you're hitting the sleeping monster with something else that does a lot of big damage at the same time. Like, what would a bow do? Like, we would just charge up to the 3rd level of charge. Like, yeah, that would do some damage, but it wouldn't do, like, mondo damage. Like, if you have a bow or a greatsword on your team, not even a greatsword, let's not go that far. If you have, like, a bow and a hammer on your team, you're going to ask the hammer to set off the bomb, not the bow. You know what I mean? The new Sunbreak greatsword is very cool. It does look very cool. The new moves and combos that the greatsword got in Sunbreak look a ton of fun. You can't Wyvern Fire or True Charge Slash into bombs with the bow. Actually, fuck. Now that you're saying it, hold on. The bow does have the fucking the worm stake or whatever the fuck it is, doesn't it? That really crazy penetrating move where like the arrows have a rocket on it. No, I'm full of shit. I completely forgot about that move. You can tell how long it's been since I've used my bow. You can tell it's been a long time since I've used the bow because I forgot about one of its biggest fucking moves. God damn it, I'm so smart. The bow has a worm stake. Yeah, it's got something. I don't know if it's literally called worm stake, but it's very similar. Where it has a move where you like charge up a bow shot, and the arrow has like fucking rockets on it, and when you toss it out, you when you toss it or when you do it, it goes completely through a monster and does damage as it goes down. So you're motivated to like line up the monster perfectly so that it goes down the monster's whole hitbox. It's called like the worm penetrator or something like that. I don't think it's literally called the worm stake, but it's similar. Also, you're spelling worm with an O. It should be spelled with a Y, because it's like worm, like the old Norse term for like a dragon. Like a wyrm. Man, I really hope you guys can't hear me eating when I'm taking bites. I'd feel so fucking awkward if you could. Worm penetrator, you say? Yeah, exactly, dude. No, I know what you're thinking. Ooh, a beast gem. Wow, we just picked it off the ground. Worm penetrator. I'll penetrate your worm. Yeah. Baby. I'll penetrate your worm. No such one, Tim. Why'd you say that? I'm a genius, guys. I'm a comedic genius. Can you not tell? I'll penetrate your worm. Damn, Tim's gonna fuck a dragon. Yeah, I mean, dragons can consent, right? If we're talking about, like, intelligent dragons, they can consent. Actually, to be honest, if you fucked a dragon, I think I heard, like, was it Vosh talk about this? If you fucked a dragon, they'd be the ones committing bestiality if you really think about it, because, like, compared to an intelligent dragon, a human is, like, just like a smart pet, you know what I mean? Like a raccoon or something. If we're talking about, like, Dungeons and Dragons type dragons that are, like, insanely smart, like, basically, like, natural wizards or whatever the fuck. You guys know what I'm talking about. The Monster Hunter furries could not be stopped. Yeah, dude. I'm not a Monster Hunter furry, but I'm sure they have a powerful energy. I've never even heard the phrase Monster Hunter furry before this, dude. How have I been in this franchise for as long as I have, and I'm not familiar with the fact that there are specific furries for this game? You would have thought that I'd know about this. I'm not a furry, but, like, I'm kind of furry adjacent, you know what I mean? Like, if you show me a character like Lola Bunny or something, I'd be like, yeah, no, I get it. I understand. You know what I mean? I don't have, like, a persona or whatever. But if you show me, like, a hot furry bait character, I get it. You know what I mean? Many such cases. As a furry, I was aware they exist. Nice. I don't... I mean, I grew up... I'm like 29 years old. So, like, I grew up in the age of, like, SWAT cats and, like, you know, Space Jam. You know what I mean? Like, like, if you grow up as a millennial, there's furry bait everywhere that you're just exposed to literally you were exposed to, like, almost literally every day. You know what I mean? Like, if you're my age, you just grow up surrounded by furry stuff. You grow up by people, like, trying to make you a furry. It's a miracle I'm not a furry. Let's be real. There has to be so much beachside bikini. Hey, guys. You're not going to get me with that attack. Oh, okay, you got me with that one, though. Mizu in-game is canonically male. Well, I mean, there's got to be females, right? Like, it's a breeding species. I assume there's a female there somewhere. Yeah. Makes it even better. No, dude, I agree 100%. That makes it better. Femboy Mizutsune is powerful, dude. Females are probably duller and stuff. Oh yeah, that's pretty typical with animal sexual dimorphism. Is that the males tend to be very brightly colored. Yeah, you take like peacocks and you put those next to each other. Like female peacocks don't even look like peacocks. You know, as we understand them. It just, dude. Okay, it doesn't need to be like an internet thing on Tross. Like, literally just bisexual dudes like me have a tendency towards, like, really, really appreciating, like, the femboy vibe. It's kind of a thing we're into. Bisexual men tend to be into, like, femboys and, like, tom girls. That's something we're really into. Or, sorry, yeah, femboys and, like, tom girls. You know what I'm trying to say. I'm also bi, but I'm not very picky about the boys. I mean, a little bit. I don't think too hard about it. I don't think too hard about like what someone categorizes as. If I think someone's attractive, I think they're attractive. It just so happens that like there are some guys who are insanely cute and also femboys, but like I don't think visually they would work if they weren't like, oh, that's a hell of a way to put that monster down. That was very cool. Like, everyone looks good a certain way. Like, some guys just look better when they present femboy than when they, like, try to go, like, masculine. The hot, youngish dad look. That's not a bad look. I don't know what my look is. I'm not super familiar with what my look is. I've been willing to... I've posted pictures on, like, Jacob's server and whatnot. Like, it's not hard to find pictures of me online. Hell, if you guys go to my Twitter, my picture is literally just... It's like an old picture of me back when my hair was short. But, like... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what my vibe is. I don't know what I give off. Man, what a cool way to end that, right? Doing like the big heavy attack by a monster we're riding. That's a very, very, very cool. What the? Ignore when is you through the world of Verta before forming many switch skill swaps. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a very cool end screen. I like that a lot. %90 of my end screens are Wyvern Fire. Did that dwarf message send, or did YouTube eat it? That must have been eaten. I didn't see any message about dwarfs. You might have to send that one again. I didn't see that. Whatever the message was. Alright, how does the Master Rank Lagombi armor just looks the same. That's unfortunate. For my dwarf race, both males and females have beards on base, but the males have larger ones, maybe brighter hair as a mating display. The females carry their children clinging to their beard hair. That's pretty cool, actually. I'm not usually a big fan of fantasy dwarves, but that's a cute detail. That's not bad. Fantasy dwarves aren't usually like something I'm like cool with, or I'm like into, you know what I mean? But that's not a bad way to do it. The Jungle Guidebook, hunt all 3 monsters. I can kill all 3 of those, no problem. That's not a concern even a little bit. I think if I was in the Monster Hunter world, I would be like, assuming everything was at about the difficulty as it is in Master Rank, I think I would be like a relatively mid-tier hunter. Like, I will go out and handle like Barioths and Nargacugas alone. But I think if I handled anything bigger than that, I would want to like... I'd want to like bring a guy. You know what I mean? I want my fantasy races to feel more like legit other races than just humans by tweaked. Based on anglerfish. Oh, that's weird. I like... I'm kind of... I think it's kind of boring, but like, considering how fantasy has been lately, it might be like fucking revolutionary at this point. I don't know. I just don't think that fantasy species are interesting. I think your setting should be mostly humans. Or if you're going to do fantasy species, go like buck wild and cute, like the way Monster Hunter does with Palico and Palamutes. But like, the Monster Hunter Wyverians being basically just like elves, I think that's kind of boring. That's not very interesting to me at all. You know what I mean? Okay. We're going after 3 different monsters today, boys. Or, I say today. A lot of the health birds today. Wow. Gotta love generic health number 5. Yeah, I don't know. I forgive it with Tolkien because I grew up with Tolkien, but I think Tolkien is basically the only dude that I read nowadays who can get away... Oh, wait, no, that's a lie. Terry Pratchett can get away with it. Pratchett can get away with it because Pratchett's kind of a fucking literary genius. So Pratchett actually makes it interesting, even when he's, like, sticking to, like, the tried and true... Even when Pratchett's, like, sticking to the tried and true stuff, he manages to make it interesting. And that's just because Pratchett is, like, that fucking good of an author. Or was, unfortunately. So, Pratchett's the exception. Pratchett and Tolkien. Tolkien is allowed because he basically did it first. Like, the guy who did it first and kind of set the tone for the way everyone else does it, in my opinion, gets, like... gets a free book, you know what I mean? Or gets a free pass, sorry. And we basically hit the max health already. That's wild. Yeah, they should be. The way I figure it, if you're doing a fantasy race and your fantasy race could be summed up as humans, but you know, whatever, humans but X or Y, then like just write them as humans, dude. Like if you're not gonna do something extremely unique with them, don't even bother. Just write them as humans. I promise it'll be more interesting. I guess we're going to do the Royal Lodroth first. It is right there. One of the only areas that I'm kind of against that when I'm like the exact opposite is when it comes to sci-fi. When it comes to sci-fi, I am kind of the opposite. I really like when sci-fi species are different and unique and non-human, but I also am perfectly cool with just humans and like rubber like makeup pieces. I'm totally down with like the Star Wars, Star Trek version of making aliens. So I don't know if I'm just lazy, or like if I'm giving sci-fi kind of a pass here. But it is what it is. Oh, I forgot when he does the coil. He does the tail as well. Sci-fi gets less of a pass because aliens should literally be more alien. That's fair enough. I mean, I don't know. It's a bias of mine. I admit that it's a bias, but I do kind of just give sci-fi a pass when it comes to that. It helps if you admit you have a bias, right? Like that makes it less hypocritical.
Baby!
Sci-fantasy Chad's right. Yeah. I'm not doing that great this time. I'm paying too much attention to chat. I need to pay a little bit more attention to the fight. I am getting most of my blocks off, though, so that's good. Which, like, I mean, it's not exactly a hard monster to block against. I blocked that. Excuse me. Literally use Stellaris portraits, and besides human. Yeah, no, that's a fair point. The Stellaris aliens are very good for that. not paying attention to that move. I'm not memorizing what it's like to lead up animation. So. Going a little bit better. Oh, no, my mouse is acting up. Oh, I gotta... Oh, no mouse! Come on, stop it, please. I'm begging you. Oh, thank God, it ran away. The mouse is being difficult. There we go. That's... Okay, there we go. It's behaving again. Wow, that was close. That could have gone really wrong. Honestly, though, we need more sci-fantasy content. Like, if you're interested, you should check out Destiny. I mean, it's really, I will admit right now, as a big fan of Destiny, it's very hard to get into it if you're a new player. Like, a lot of the old content is just straight up missing right now because they're doing like a rotating vault to, like, make it so the install size isn't too big. But when it comes to sci-fantasy, Destiny is very, very good at it. I have like over 2,000. I have like over 22 or 2,300 hours in Destiny. I'm very, very in that game. I haven't been playing it so much recently because I'm like literally... My buddies and I are at a high enough level that the only reason to play Destiny is to do like endgame stuff for us or like the story mode. It's not one of those games that I like grind in anymore. You know what I mean? Like, I don't feel too motivated to grind in it because I'm, like, advanced far enough that I don't really, like, need to grind in it. You know what I mean? Oh, we're gonna have to kill them. Let's make him go away, though. I want to focus on one monster at a time here. I mean, computer programs that summon demons definitely feels pretty like... It may not be, like, literally science fantasy, but that's like modern fantasy stuff, like, at the minimum, like Dresden Files type shit, which is also very fun. Oh, okay, guys, guess who forgot to get more traps? I guess I'm killing everything here. Kill everything to save the environment. Are you commenting on Monster Hunter, or are you commenting on something else? Oh, the fact that I forgot to bring traps probably is what you're commenting on, huh? Yeah. No, it's annoying. It's annoying, but sometimes it happens. Unironically, yes, get the Joe out of here. Yeah, Devil Joe I'll kill. I'll kill Devil Joes to save the environment. Should I kill all these baby Hermitars so that the Daimyo Hermitar doesn't like try to use them against me? I don't want all these guys to start like going after me while I'm trying to fight the big guy. That would be very problematic. Fantasy is like sci-fantasy is like chaos demons and decadent elder races and high fantasy magic and cybernetics and That does all sound very like Dungeon Crawl Classics type stuff, and it's a lot of fun. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but if you aren't, you should check out Spelljammer. Spelljammer might be about up your. Spelljammer might be kind of up your league. I don't know why I activated it from that. It does seem an interesting setting. Oh yeah, absolutely. No, Spelljammer is super interesting. No, Spelljammer is very cool. Definitely worth anyone's time. Of all the times you're going to do a diving attack. Okay, I need to get some space. I need to create some space. Oh, we got through one of the 3 monsters and didn't even have to heal. Or, you know, use one of my own healing potions at least. My buddies had me covered there, which is pretty cool. Yeah, definitely grab the old 2E stuff. I don't bother with 5E anymore, really. When it comes to D&D, I'm a big fan of OSRs. And my personal favorite OSR is 5 Torches Deep. So what I would do if I was planning on playing any kind of D&D is I would just play 5 Torches Deep and then use any old school second or second edition, more likely, like second edition, like expansion books if I felt like doing something specific like Spelljammer. I would just do 5 Torches Deep plus whatever second edition book. Oh, that's a very conveniently placed Grey Wire Bug. I did not expect it to put me literally right on this guy. The new Spelljammer has such things as a servile and happy servile monkey race. Ooh, no! No bueno, guys! Wizards, stop being so racist. It's not hard. Guys! I don't know why Wizards of the Coast insist on being so accidentally racist all the time. It's buck wild. It's actually insane. I got greedy there. I overcommitted. Thank you, buddy. Thank you very much. Like, how your block pose doesn't even block the water spray. It just low profiles it. Yeah. Sometimes it blocks it. Sometimes it just low profiles it, which is pretty cool either way. Yeah, we're not gonna get grabbed by that grab attack. I learned the hard way. That grab attack will fuck you up, dude. What is he doing here? Why did I put my guard down? I do not even have an explanation. Bro, what? I have no idea what happened there, guys. My brain just turned off. I literally don't even have a good explanation for that. Are you guys talking about monsters that need to come back? I miss the Yankuku series of monsters. Yankuku was a ton of fun. It was just a silly little guy. I think they brought it back in World a little bit with Yangaruga, but I didn't get far enough in World to fight against the Yangaruga. Let's do a little bit of no, no, no. Oh, no, no. Oh, that's the move. That's the grab move. We don't do that. Just get the perfect rush in there. I have a... Oh, damn. I have a fun question for you guys in the same vein of, like, the setting you'd want to live in. So you guys heard me talking earlier about how I would love to do, like, be able to, like, do at-will crossover stuff where I could, like, play as my hunter and fight Dark Souls bosses and shit. Fight, like, Elden Ring bosses and shit as my hunter. Who's your third person? Who is your third-person action hero of choice? Who's the one that you're like? Who's your equivalent of that? When I say like, oh, I'd love to fight X enemy from X game as my hunter. You know, who's the guy you want to control and fight like other games' bosses? Do you guys have like a build in Elden Ring or something that you're like super hard on, or? Is there like a particular like named character that you just absolutely... Whoa, what the fuck? That was not what I meant to do there. This is like a named character or something like that's just like your absolute favorite. Luigi from Luigi's Mansion. Oh, for real? That's dope actually. Big if true. Luigi and Silent Hill. Okay, are you guys doing a bit on me? There's a lot of Luigis here. Is this a bit that I'm just not familiar with? No, actually, I love Luigi. That's very funny. Drifter and Souls would be cool. Who's the Drifter? I'm sorry. I'm not super familiar. Is he moving elsewhere already? Oh, from Hyperlight Drifter. Oh, yeah, okay. Playing Hyperlight, yeah, yeah, playing Drifter in a Souls game would be hella cool. That's a good answer, actually. That's hella good answer. I hadn't even thought about that. Hella good answer. Oh, we're gonna fuck him up! We got greedy. One more attack than I should have done. Oh, we got the shield up just in time for that. All right, we're on our third monster. Holy shit. Oh, he's gonna die. Yep. I just realized we're on our third monster. This 3-monster hunt, we got through the other two without really even sweating. Or barely a scratch sort of deal. Oh shit. Louis, you fucked him up. There's a tabletop RPG for Hyperlight? That's rad, actually. I didn't know that. That's cool. That's cool as hell. Took forever to do that attack. Oh no! Good job, Louis. No, that's perfectly fine, buddy. You saved my life there. That was excellently done. Guys, Louis is the best. Named after probably my favorite dog. I have to specify favorite because my family had a lot of fucking dogs. Oh, that's gonna get me. Yep. Oh, Tim overcommitted on the leaping sword attack? Who would have thought? Every single time I do it, I overcommit. I'd love to fight various Nintendo characters in a 2D fighting game. That would be cool. Literally didn't even see however that guy, however I was reading chat. Whoops. Oh, he's just leaving. You fucker. Oh, come on, Ludroth. Don't do it. Oh, come on, guys. Don't do it. Well, I guess I do have a small monster slaying quest. I might as well. Master rank does sound like it would be very intimidating, but now that I'm actually doing it, it's not really all that bad. Like, I've played some Monster Hunter games in the past, but I don't think in any of those Monster Hunter games when I was younger, I don't think I ever got up to Master rank. So this Rise, this is actually my first time getting this high. Because in World, I didn't get up to Master rank. In World, I was just a high rank hunter. So, this is actually kind of neat. This is my first, literally my first ever Monster Hunter game where I got up this high. I'm happy to share this journey with all you guys. Oh, yes. Oh, God. Please tell me you guys saw that. I know it was the most telegraphed attack of all time and super easy to counter, but that doesn't change how fucking good it felt. That didn't change how good it felt even a little bit. Oh, no, I didn't do the counter in time. I want to fight Dark Souls bosses Kirby. How would that even work? I've never played a Kirby game. I have a confession to make. I've literally never played a Kirby game. So I don't know what it's like. Literally, the only game I've ever played that has Kirby in it is Smash Bros. So, like, I don't know how Kirby works. You know what I mean? I'm kind of surprised that no one's like, oh, I have a build in Dark Souls, or like I have a build in like Elden Ring. I don't know, I expected at least one person to say something of that effect, and you guys have kind of surprised me. Not a bad or a good surprise, just a surprise. You give them the good suck? Is that how you play the games? I know that's how you play Kirby and Smash Bros. You guys are probably asking, hey Tim, why do you do that shield bash combo so much? Good question. It does a lot of KO damage, which is good. And also it doesn't use up your weapon sharpness, which is also good. Not using up your weapon sharpness and also doing KO damage is actually a pretty big deal. And when I'm in a team, because so far the only people I've like played with use like sharp weapons, they don't really use dull weapons. Using the shield bash, getting into the habit of using the shield bash combo a lot and aiming for the head for stuns with the shield bash combo also gets me into the habit of being, because I'm basically the team's like, when that happens, I'm basically the team's like hammer substitute. Like, obviously, it's not as good as having a proper hammer. But if your team doesn't have a hammer, then a sword and shield can do the trick. And, like, because you're a sword and shield, you're already going to be in the monster's face anyway. That, you know what, I'm very lucky that part got broke when I did that attack, because I 100% thought that, like, he was going to get me. I overcommitted, and I thought I was going to pay for it. There we go. That's the knockout I was fishing for. There we go! Hunted! That's all 3 monsters done for this individual hunt. Which this is going to be a very, very, good hunt for like money and rewards, I can tell. Any hunt that has you go after like multiple monsters, like I played Charge Blade in G Generations Ultimate, and I feel like the animations would be a tad too long and a Souls boss would be getting his hits in before they end. That's a fair point. I imagine Charge Blade would have that issue, although I wouldn't know, because I wouldn't know for sure, because I don't have a lot of personal experience with playing Charge Blade. It's a little bit too technical for me. A little bit too, like, you know, if you don't get your combos just right, like, you know you're not going to do that well. It's kind of why I'm not a huge fan of longsword, even though I think longsword looks cool. It's a little bit too much, like you need to get every animation super perfect, and you need to do them all in a certain order. I don't think longsword was a very technical weapon when it first came out, and like, was it 2, second generation when longswords came out? But it's a really, really, it's a very technical weapon nowadays, and that makes it like less appealing for me. I think the most technical weapons, I mean, you know, the 3 weapons I play, it's sword and shield, glaive, and bow. I think glaive is the most technical weapon there. Like, I need to go to the buddy, because I forgot to do this last time in the Meowcenaries. Oh, while I'm here, I should also replace my traps, because I keep forgetting to do that. Manage items, transfer items. Boop, boop. Boop. Bam. 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 I don't know why I have that stuff there. Okay, that's better. Alright, I'm gonna head for. Alright, night Antros. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. This is a much more active chat than I'm used to having. I really appreciate all you guys showing up. I'm probably going to stay on for another little while. What time is it? You guys probably got me for another, like, half hour, maybe hour. And when I'm playing Hammer and Rise, and that's just charge the WAP. Yeah, dude. The hammer has always been a very good, very simple weapon. But, like, by Monster Hunter standards, the charge blade is, like, a really technical weapon. We haven't unlocked any master rank stuff yet for these guys to go on. It's all just high rank. These animations are always so fucking precious. I watch this one literally every time. I don't think I've literally ever skipped a Meowcenaries animation, and if I have, I regret it. That's not where I wanted. I wanted to go to here. I'm gonna turn some stuff into Minoto. Insect Glaive has a billion different effects you get from different extracts with the different Kinsects, and then your moveset changes on red, and you have the double, triple up optimization. But charge. Okay, I'm gonna tell you something about Insect Glaive. All right, it's a super secret, and you can't reveal this to anyone. It's not nearly as complex as you think it is. The rule with Insect Glaive is don't even bother fighting until you have all 3 extracts. Getting all 3 is too important. If you have to get 2 of them, get the red one and the yellow one. Right? And if you know where they are in the monster, that's not difficult. Red is pretty much always on the head. Yellow is pretty much always on the back or on like an armored section. Like if the arms are armored, it should be on there. And then white is usually on like the tail or the legs, whatever the monster uses to move. It's not complex even a little bit. And the Kinsects are only complex if you want them to be. If you're not interested in the complexity of like the Kinsects, all you have to do is get a Kinsect with fast movement. Bam, you're taken care of, because that means that you're more accurate when you're getting the extracts. I will admit the upkeep phase of the Insect Glaive in battle is very annoying. Like having to get sometimes I get all 3 extracts in like 5 seconds, and it's super easy and it's not a big deal. But I will admit sometimes I have to go through upkeep phases where the monster keeps evading the insect, or I keep missing or whatever, and it takes me like a couple of minutes to get back in the fight. That sucks. I will admit. I don't like that even a little bit. But that's just tedious. That's not complex. Tedious and complex don't mean the same thing. Uh-oh. My game just crashed. Wow. All right. Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna open up this game in a moment. It's doing like system information shit. It's like getting the information on the crash. Charge blade upkeep is fine because you just hit them for the single type of file charge, but I also play alchemy style in GU, and the barrel management is fine, but I'm happy to be playing simple hammer. Yeah, I mean, like, I guess complexity is relative. Because, like, you think IG is complex, but I don't. I think it's very, very simple. It's just tedious. And, like, my main, because my, like, super main... Like, if I have a choice, if I'm able to play the whole game with one weapon, it's not going to be IG, it's going to be sword and shield. Sword and shield is not complex at all. You just got to make sure your guard instinct is good. And there's, like, a couple of combos to keep in mind. It's very simple. When you guys see me playing sword and shield, you're seeing me do, like... Like, you're seeing me do, like, a lot of, like, muscle memory and practice. Okay, let's close this Capcom thing and reopen. Sorry, I'm taking longer than I would like to reopen the game because there's like a Capcom reporting thing that's being a huge pain in my ass. And I'm trying to find it so I can like shut it down. It's being annoying. It's like a Capcom crash report program, and it's being very it's bothering me a lot. Because I'm sure this is not a normal crash. Or, you know what I mean? I'm sure this isn't going to be a crash that like repeats itself. You know what I mean? I say you know what I mean a lot. I'm sorry, guys. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? We're just waiting for the game to load. I don't know, I like tanking and I like guarding. I like tanking and I like doing shield stuff. So I'm also very tempted to try out Lance sometimes. Like Lance or Gun Lance, but I don't know, man. Like, there's also something aesthetically about the sword and shield that I'm really into. If that makes any sense at all. Alright, let's... Come on. Buddy Dojo secret support moves. But each move is very powerful. Can be switched anytime, so be sure to try them all. The Healing Clover Bat. A bat that scatters an auto-healing powder after you've inflicted enough damage to a monster. Oh, that's cool. Let's... Where... Oh, man. Where am I gonna find... Where's my buddy post where I can, like... select my buddies? Is it this one? The buddy board? Yeah, there we go. Select buddies. So... We're gonna... You're an assist. Alright, so we'll bring Robin. And then we'll bring Grunt. Oh, look at you. You're a little fight guy. We'll bring you. And then change the equipment on Grunt. There you go. Let's change your equipment some. So you're a little fighting guy, which means I should give you like a really good one for fighting. Let's see if I can craft you guys some good stuff. Especially for you, Grunt. Let's see if I can craft some good stuff for Grunt. Forge Palico equipment. Yeah, let's see if I can forge you guys some like master rank stuff that'll be worth bringing into battle. You know what I mean? Let's get you guys set up good and proper, but let's first remove all these fucking new alerts or whatever. Okay. Ice is a good element. Buddy box, and then it's a good one to bring for you to fight with. Yeah, realistically, we should just do Arzura stuff. Okay, so let's go get Grunt that stuff. Manage equipment, change equipment, Palico, where's Grunt? There you go. Look at you go, you little fight guy. And then, which one is it? Robin? That's honestly fine. There you go, guys. Kill a couple birds with some stones on that one. Is there anything that I am missing to do as far as upkeep or whatever? Can I upgrade my armor? Is it a full 200 points for that? Yeah, okay, that's fine. That was pretty expensive to do that, but that's fine. All right, Royal Luderoth. Oh, the Royal Luderoth X actually looks pretty good. All right, let's do another hunt. Okay, good. We got that page done finally. I do the key quest last. I like to clear the board of the other stuff before I do the key quest. So we'll do this Royal Luderoth, which should be really simple. We literally just killed one. I know that monsters in multi monster missions tend to be weaker, just so that you're not sitting there for fucking ever playing a single mission. But I don't think it'll be a problem. We handled that Royal Luderoth, like moves-wise, no issue. So I don't think it'll be a bigger deal if we have to fight another one with more hit points. Because that's basically all it'll be. I think this is basically what I'll be streaming for like the near future when I am streaming. It's just because I'm really enjoying playing Monster Hunter. But if you guys are around for Tuesday, you know I tried playing Halo with the boys. We only really stopped because we were kind of getting our butts kicked a few too many times in a row to, you know, feel motivated to keep playing. But if they decide they want to play more Halo, and I'm like streaming on a weekend or something, then yeah, we can do that. But at the moment, it looks like Monster Hunter is the default. River, if you're still here, that includes you too, buddy. If you feel like you want to play Halo with a fire team and you get a hold of us, like there's plenty of people in my server who are more than happy to play Halo with you, myself included. And if you're willing, if you're willing to potentially have an audience, we can do it while streaming too. Not a big deal. Just running around, getting our buffs. Grabbing that fern patch, because why not? Honestly, I think that's enough, though. We got a lot of health buffs there. We got a couple of stamina buffs. I think we have more than enough power to go fight a relatively low-tier monster. Hey, buddy. Gonna have a couple of new Palicos with me. Gonna have to rely on myself to do any healing I need to do now, because Freddy is my usual healer. Oh, I did not block that. I should have blocked that because I was trying to evade it. There we go. I tried dodging out of that for some reason. I think I kind of saw the move coming, but for some reason I didn't, like, actually. Alright, Coolio Cool. Let's go, buddy. I'm gonna use you here. Oh, that's a move I haven't seen yet. That dodge was late. I'm kind of lucky. I don't like wasting monsters that I kill. So yeah, I'll risk a little bit of damage to get that carve off. I just really don't like wasting them. It feels like against character for a hunter to waste like a small monster once you've like killed it, not to carve it. Oh. Uh-oh. Might have to back off for a little bit. Oh, I tried doing the sword, like the thing where you swing your sword around on a piece of wire bug, and it actually like tends to. It gives you super armor. I think it like is a way of basically ignoring an attack. I was trying to do that, but I didn't realize I didn't have enough wire bugs to do it. Oh no. I always feel kind of dumb when I like miss a very obvious block like that in front of you guys. Like I really should be doing better. Like that's kind of obvious. What am I doing getting hit by that? Or that. Like what am I doing overcommitting here? Come on. Tim, stop. You keep overcommitting. This will also... getting decent at this game also makes you a lot better at boss fights in other games. Because it is by its very nature a boss rush game. So, like, you learn a lot of lessons about, like, you know, sometimes when it looks like you have an opening, it's a false opening. Like... It seems like a very dumb lesson. Oh, I need to sharpen. I bounced off him. Uh-oh. That was a bad time. Oh, of course. I could have just sharpened then, like now, like as soon as he walked away. You guys are quiet. I hope I didn't lose all of you. I really like riding the Rogi, actually. This isn't my favorite monster ever, but when it comes to Wyvern riding, it actually has Its moves are very simple, very easy to pull off. It's a very good monster to ride on. I like it a lot. Oh, poor guy. It's very unfortunate when these like really hurt like this. Like he broke the sponge. He's not wet. So like he's weak. And like his moves are weak. Oh, look at him. He's trying. It's just very unfortunate looking at him. He's having such a hard time. I don't know why, but I thought that would have done the crashing wall. I was wrong. Oh, there we go. He's getting better. He's able to get some. He's able to get some of the passive moisture. Oh no, that was a bad time to go for the perfect rush. I don't know what I was thinking there. Let's get over here. Let's get him into this. Thank you very much, Robin. That was very kind of you. We could capture it, but if I'm being honest, I'm not sure I want to. I'm kind of just having fun with the fight, even though I am getting hit by dumb things like that every now and again. I'm also trying to get this goddamn car off. Give me the tail! Give me the tail! Come on. Am I misremembering? Does this thing's tail not come off? Not gonna waste Hornitars. Let's get out of this narrow area. I'm gonna take more damage than I need to fighting him in this like built-up spot. There we go. Let's get a little bit more room to maneuver. Weird. I expected that to block. I'm trying to find a moment to sharpen because I keep getting random little bounces off him. There we go, he's busy. There we go. Now let's get that Velociprey also while he's distracted. Or, you know, while I have high health, I guess. Oh! Okay, I was not aware of that follow-up. I thought I was clear. Ah, Tim. Come on, what are you doing? He literally only had one hit left. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. I wasted so much time trying to like find the time to sharpen. I didn't realize I had him that close to dead. Wow. I think this will be the last hunt for the day. We're gone. The stream's almost 3 hours, so I'm gonna do a little bit of bookkeeping or housekeeping or whatever, and then I'll do the goodbyes. But I like this. I like this a lot. I like having you guys around when you're like really when you're feeling really chatty and energy's going good, and it helps a lot when I usually have someone in here with me, like Jacob. He's usually a pretty good co-host. Someone who understands how much of this is just like talking. Oh yeah, let's not say the goodbyes quite yet. I've still got a little bit of bookkeeping to do. Yeah, the vibes are good. I like doing this a lot. This is very fun. I enjoy doing it quite a bit. I've never yet regretted streaming. You know what I mean? I've never had an episode where I do it and then I regret it. I think the only time that ever happened was when I did that first episode of Kingdom Hearts 1, because like literally one person showed up and they only showed up for a little bit, and then it was just me by myself. But if I'm being honest with you guys, I kind of only have myself to blame for that one because I did that during a holiday. So like, yeah, of course no one showed up. You know what I mean? So 2 resentment. Ooh, 2 peak performance. Carving Pro and Recovery Up are pretty good. I'm more interested in the slots that it's got. That was pretty good. Oh, 2 guard up and an earplugs. That's powerful, actually. A guard up with a lot of good slots on it. What's steadiness? Okay. Oh, okay. Just more accurate bow gun shots. That's fine, I guess. I don't have a bow gun, but like, yeah, whatever. A rapid morph. Oh, switch axes and charge blades and whatnot. That's cool. That could be neat. I've been thinking of streaming too. Yeah, definitely go for it. It's a ton of fun. Very enjoyable. If you're playing something that you like playing, I like it a lot. I've never like, wow, all 3 points in flinch free. That's a good one. And a fortify, which like, I don't think I'd ever use fortify, but that's really good. We're gonna keep that. Earplugs, whatever. Alright. So that's saved right there. And let's clear this shit. Okay. Alright. Thanks everyone for stopping by. I appreciate it a lot. Really enjoy hanging out with you guys. I cannot guarantee I'll be streaming this weekend, although if I have some spare time where there's not an awful lot going on, you guys will definitely see the random pop-up. Until then, I'll definitely catch you guys this coming Tuesday. You know, Tuesdays and Thursdays. Do I have anything to plug? I have a Twitter where I like make funny jokes occasionally. Otherwise, that's about it. I have a server, but it's private, just friends. So sorry about that. If you guys ever hear me reference it. But yeah. Thanks everyone for coming by. I will see you next time.